Look at my melon breads. Apple cheese imposters. Hello and welcome to a new studio vlog. I really like this vlog. I feel like I do a lot of fun stuff in it. Some unboxing art mail, we travel back to the city, I make trinket trays for the first time, which was super fun. I paint them too, so you get to really see them come to life from clay to a finished trinket tray. I do a lot of chatting, I talk about Twitch for a bit. And yeah, it's a fun week. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Bye! In preparation for my new shop update in July, I decided that I wanted to do some trinket trays, and I've never sold trinket trays or made them like this before, so it was a very exciting experience. I also am planning to move very soon, and I have a lot of clay sitting around, so I wanted to take the opportunity to use some of it up, so I ended up using all of my air dry clay, and it was really nice.
You know what? I'm still like,
hang on, Tiffany.
Talking.
This is my toast. I think it's really cute. I'm not gonna do like the slab where I roll them out because one, I don't really know where the rolling pin is and I'm kind of lazy to get it, but also I feel like the lumpiness is really charming. That could just be me, but I'm just like, I really like when things look lumpy and imperfect. I think it just gives them like this handmade charm. This is gonna be a melon bread, so I want it to be like extra lumpy, but yeah. I think it's really nice that like most machines cannot create this, you know? It's like by hand. I think it's very warm to me.
Process, and I'm just gonna say it here because it's important, but just because I'm showing you how I make my earring. First design, I can't start with the fingers, just keep pointing at everything. If we start off with something that is very trendy right now,
I don't have a lot of experience with air dry clay. I think the most that I do know is just me applying what I know from the clay I've worked with in ceramics class to air dry clay. It behaves in a very similar way. One tip that I received from one of my art pals, Heather, aka Wabi Sabi Shop Co. I mentioned that I was going to start air dry clay, and I think something Heather said was you just gotta remember to use a lot of water, and I kept that in mind as I started to experiment with my first time using air dry clay. So yeah, if you want to try it out, I just recommend the same thing that Heather recommended me, just use a lot of water, and that will help with a lot of the cracks and the dryness that comes up. And also, if it's too wet to work with, I would just leave it for a few hours or for the next day, and then the second day coming back to shape it with a sponge and water, and that really helps a lot to achieve the desired look and shape.
OK， 它不熟的话哈，你给它切一半哈，用 scoop。不熟的话，你要用这个削；熟的话，你可以切一半，它 scoop 出来。我都可以打出来。
My elbows were kind of bad, but this is it. So it's Thursday. Today I'm still working on my clay trays. I just went to Natasha's premiere. Her video was about how she makes earrings, and I love her earrings, so it was also very informative. And I love a good premiere. And Lee's premiere is in like 30 minutes or something? Another hour? So I'll be going to that too. I love YouTube premieres. It's like my social event. But I'm working on these trays, and I kind of want to put little strawberries and stuff on them so they have little indents, so that's what I'm gonna do. Today's like the second day, so I'm just working on smoothing everything out. It's really a multi-step process. I still have like 6 more I want to make, but I ran out of clay, so I think I'll just be using the leftovers to make like little cute objects, just for. But all you do is you just make like a checker grid-ish pattern where you want the little bit of clay to go. And then you take the object that you want to attach, you make the same thing. You add a little bit of your water or your slip on both of the connection points, and then you're good. And you kind of just like, I like to go like this and like get it in there, you know? And then sometimes people will tell you to take like an extra bit of clay and fuse things together, but it's not always necessary. This is something that I learned in ceramics, but I never realized that air dry clay works a lot like the clay used for ceramics, but it is. So I feel like I'm able to use a lot of my hand building techniques that I've learned and apply them. Okay, I'm just putting them on my dresser to finish drying fully. These two I think are okay. These two are okay as well, the melon breads. But the toasts, I made a mistake. I didn't really sculpt them while on a surface like the tinfoil, and they stuck to the table again, and it just got kind of effed up. So I need to give it some more TLC later. Today I also need to finish up this illustration I'm doing for this t-shirt design. It's for this meme page, and I was supposed to draw a reference of the Babysitters Club. I just like put my own spin on it and just did my own style and made it blobby and cute. The challenging thing about this, I think, is going to be the coloring aspect. Normally coloring is kind of easy when I have this very rigid line art style done, like it's not too hard. But because it's for a t-shirt design, I have to think more about how the colors will look next to each other. I also have to figure out July Patreon benefits today. I'm normally not used to having a Patreon, so I'm still getting the hang of like making sure the benefits come out on time. And I know they don't have to come out on like the 1st of July, but I just want to be ready because I know when you outsource, it does require things to take a bit of time before they get into your own hands. So I want to make sure that I give myself enough time, and if there's like an issue with the sticker or something, like I can have enough time to do a reprint. I really love packing. I feel like I'd say that all the time, but I feel like it's a nice way for me to start my day. I mentioned this briefly in my last video as well, but I've been really enjoying writing handwritten notes to people. It's kind of what I've always done since the very beginning days of my shop. I remember when I got my first order off of TikTok, I wrote the person who bought like a froggy pin from me like the longest letter. It was just honestly way too long, but I was just so grateful and thought that a little note is a wonderful way to connect with someone who's purchasing from your store. But recently I've noticed that it is getting a little much to write everybody a note, but I'm still at the point where it's manageable for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it for as long as I can. But I do know like a lot of art shop owners have gotten to the point where it's just they just literally can't do that because there's just such a large amount of orders. And I know that's not something to complain about. Like I'm excited to possibly get to that point, but a part of it's like a little bittersweet because having a smaller shop allows you to kind of put an extra personal touch on each and every package. And in this video, I'm basically doing the very beginning stages. I ordered my prints already, and I'm working on these sculptures, and then next week I'm going to work on my earrings. And here I am working on an illustration for my Patreon benefits for July. I asked my patrons what kind of theme they wanted. I offered a few options in a poll, and the option that won was comic/matching comic sticker, as well as a summer theme. So I tried to do that. I don't know if I truly hit the nail on the summer vibes, but I did my best. I also made this while I was watching one of Jamie Green's videos. I recently discovered their YouTube channel, and it is so much fun and also informative because they are an amazing talented and skilled illustrator, and I always learn a lot when I watch them because they not only just show themselves drawing and stuff, but they also just explain what's kind of going on in their thought process and what brushes they use. So I watched their most recent video, which was drawing this really cool mushroom spread, and it really inspired me to try out some new brushes. I've heard a bunch of people talk about the Max Pack brushes before, so when I heard Jamie Green talk about it, it was kind of like the last impetus to push me towards purchasing the brushes. So I got the Comics Max Pack brushes. They have a gouache one that I've been looking at too. I kind of want to get all of them, but they're like $15. But I do think it's worth it because you get a bunch of brushes, but I kind of want to pause a little bit between my purchases. But because I make comics, I'm really glad I got it. Sometimes I'll buy brushes and I'll be like, it wasn't really that worth it, but for these ones, I do think it was worth it. There is a charcoal rough brush in here that I use to create texture in my illustration, which I learned from Jamie Green, which is super cool. And they have a bunch of really cool line art brushes that are super similar to traditional art. So I have been really enjoying using them in my comics, and it's just been a grand old time.
Right. Anyways, yes, Patreon.
Stop. Stop.
Look at her face. It's all like chiseled.
Want me to continue?
Come closer.
Oh, chummy chomster.
I gotta get this angle.
She said, no more, mommy. Oh my god, that's so cute. Ow, ow, ow. No more? Don't do that.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my yogurt. You'll be good. The way she burrows herself is bad.
I know. She's like, this spot is for me.
No.
Oh no.
Her face is like, get me out of here.
Spicy.
It's almost kitty nap time.
Let me fluff her face up again.
Guasa.
Hello, it's Tuesday. We're finally back in New York, which feels really good. Back in the apartment, back with Spicy, back with my standing desk. This sounds really annoying, but I didn't realize how much this desk was making a difference in like my upper back. Yeah, I just realized like I have back problems and I can't really sit for a very long time, so yeah, I miss this desk dearly. Yesterday I finished up my Patreon awards for July, and I'm still kind of adjusting to learning how to have things on this kind of a schedule, because I feel like with my shop updates, it's not really that regimented. Like I like to have them like once a month-ish, but there's no like strict schedule on me and I can adjust as needed. But with Patreon, it's different because everything is very monthly and I have to prepare like a long time in advance because I outsource things. So I just had to make sure I had all my prints and stickers ready to send off. And I use Cat Print and Sticker App for my outsourcing, if you were curious. And I'm gonna do a lot of sculpting because I want to have a good amount of trinket trays for the next shop update. I've never made trinket trays before. I think you've already seen me sculpt like 6 of them, and I want to sculpt even more. I also want to make some like sculptures, just like little objects that have no function or use, but they're just cute. I also have to sculpt out some Patreon originals because for one of my Patreon tiers, I have an originals tier, and I think I want to do a sculpture this time around. So a lot of sculpting today. Here's a little sneak peek of what my Patreon benefits look like for July. I'm gonna have this little sticker with a bunny on it that says live life for you. And then here's the print. It's just what I've been feeling lately, and I tried very hard to make the background like a bit textured and stuff, so I hope that renders well.
to sit down, but I can't because
Look, I'll clear a spot for a landing. Just go and have some fun. I think this show this is a good idea. Look. It's so nice.
she only thinks about it when you put her there, though.
She comes up herself occasionally. She'll go over two balls and be like, hey, what's this?
She doesn't understand.
She went in it the first day. Took a big shit. And then noticed.
But never to pull again. Rejection. Okay, I'm all done sculpting. So this is all the stuff that I did today. I made another toast. I made two fishy looking trays. I'm really excited to paint these. I'm still deciding like how I'm gonna draw like the little fishy lips, so we'll see. A little Kirby sculpture. And I'm going to paint the shoes as Air Force Ones. I think it's gonna be really cute. Little Miss Kitty. So fuzzy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up.
So I'm going to be hosting a giveaway. I've been putting this off for the longest time. Like, I had been meaning to do a giveaway like since like 2 or 3 months ago. I was originally putting it off because I noticed that a lot of people I followed on Instagram would do giveaways, and then they would get all these like spammy bot accounts. I don't know if they were bots, but just these spam accounts. There would just be these spam accounts that would copy like the person's username. They would contact like people who participated in the giveaway being like, you won, send me your address, and just kind of just scammy stuff. So, and I was noticing that with a lot of people. Like, I remember Tiffany did something, I think it was when she came out with like Harani's, a few spam accounts popped up too, just like pretending to be Apple Cheeks, like Apple Cheeks imposters. That happens. I feel like people do kind of know like, okay, this is obviously a scam, but I just didn't want to like have to deal with that and then ask you guys to like report accounts, and yeah, it just really scared me from doing a giveaway. But I saw someone I follow on Instagram, Medium Mushroom. The way they did it is they just said like follower celebration, and they just didn't say giveaway. Also, this is unrelated, but I just got this email like 2 minutes ago from Etsy saying like, hey Megan, are you ready for the new VAT and something import laws? So apparently coming up, if I'm shipping anything to the EU that's under like 1,000 something euros, there has to be a different kind of tax or like different kind of code on the thing, and I have to contact my shipping carrier and making sure that EU knows that I put some kind of code on something. And I was like, oh man. Yeah, I just want to be able to ship to all of my friends living in Europe. So yeah, anyways, I guess I'll show you what I'm gonna be giving away. I'm just gonna be giving away basically everything I have in stock. I mean, not everything, but one of everything that I have in stock. So there are gonna be 2 of these my dream sweater prints. These are still available in my store. I still have a couple left, so if you wanted to pick one up, be my guest. I also have this print, which I like a lot. Focus! My Hello World print. This is one of my older prints that I still really like it. It's this print and this cute little sticker. I love these cats. Okay, here's the power of video editing. This was my before, and this is the after. So much nicer, right? I also missed one of Cheyenne's streams last night, so I'm watching it. I'm having a great time. She's playing Stardew, so it's right up my alley.
Choomy Choomster, what are you doing? Look at my melon breads. They're so cute. I also wanted to share some art mail I've gotten recently, because I feel like it's been a while since I've talked about some mail I've gotten. So first thing I guess we'll talk about is Vicki. So the other day, Vicki just randomly sent me like a bunch of her stuff. This is the letter it came in. Obviously it's a little beat up because it came from California to New York, so it traveled a bit of a distance. I just appreciate like all the little touches and the classic warm tones that Vicki always uses. It was just so nice to open it, and I really appreciate how thoughtful she is in sending me this little gift. Like when you look at all of Vicki's stuff together, it just like gives you the nicest, warm, cozy, happy feelings. And yeah, I just love her style, I love her art, I love her videos. So much love for Vicki. Oh, yes, I'm so happy about it, and I've already used so many of the stickers in my journal, and I feel like it's like my favorite spread yet, because Vicki makes these like this sticker sheet with like a bunch of tiny stickers too, so I've never gotten to use like a tiny sticker sheet before, so it was just so much fun to journal with it. Next, I also got sent some things from Uchi Art, who is one of my Instagram pals. This was another thing that I just wasn't really expecting at all. She just sent it out of nowhere, and it was quite a joy to receive. She also sent me some prints, and she used like the cutest washi. I have to ask her where she got the washi from. Any like little nails or something with some cherries on it. This one has a little duck, and there's a gold foil on the duck. What? I don't really want to take it out of the plastic foil, but see these like color block, like crayon pastel looking shapes with little dogs in between. It's so cute. And then like a little smaller print here, which I like a lot too. I also got sent 2 letters from One person was called Abby Grace D, so thank you so much for writing me a letter. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to read it out loud because I'm always so embarrassed when people read like letters I send them out loud, so I will not be doing that. They drew like a little bunny next to my name, which I thought was so sweet. Got another letter from Grace, and they drew a little illustration of their cat and Spicy enjoying coffee together. So cute. Thank you so much, Grace, for your sweet message and all the illustration. I really appreciate it. I got a letter from Mel, who is my patron, so thank you so much, Mel. Cool. Love the colors. Super funky. Frogs with raspberries on their heads. Cute. Is this like cute stationery thing? Love it. And as well as like a bunch of cool stickers like frog, strawberry. I also gotta save these guys for something important. Their handle is pagod.af. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But they made me some earrings, which is so cool. It's like a little house and like a cute flower, and then there's like my bunny icon in there. So yeah, I really appreciate it so much. Thank you for taking the time to give me these. I know how long earrings take, so yeah, thank you so much, Justine. That's so sweet. I'm so flattered. I've also sent something from an artist called Willow. I'll put their Instagram handle right here. And they sent me like a bunch of cool stickers as well as this little illustration. It's called Picnic. Thank you so much, Willow. It's very cute. And they also wrote me this really sweet letter, so thank you so much, Willow. I really appreciate your support. And lastly, I was sent something from an artist called Ben, who is one of my patrons, so thank you so much, Ben. I don't have all the prints because I already used them, but here's two of them that they sent over, which is really cool. I love the colors. I love the fruits, flowers. Their Instagram handle is Blue Whale Co, I think, so I'll leave the handle right here. You can go check them out. Thank you so much. Got her little paw on her tail. Oh, stretch, sorry. Oh my gosh. Nap time. Well, it's Thursday. Today I'm going to finish up painting my trinket trays. And yeah, I'm just gonna chill. I also think today I want to edit this video, so this might be one of the last talking segments you see in this video, but I've been watching Cheyenne play Stardew Valley on Twitch like every day. And it's so nice because her streams tend to be like 2 to 3 hours long, so if I don't finish I can just save it for later, and it's just so soothing. It's like the perfect thing to have on in the background. So yeah, if you haven't seen her streams yet, I would highly recommend watching them. And because I just love Stardew so much, it's really nice to watch Cheyenne play it. Cheyenne's also a very seasoned Stardew player, so I feel like I always learn stuff when I watch her play as well. I just love watching all these like artists stream on Twitch. I was able to catch one of my Berry Arts streams this morning. It just recommended me their Twitch channel when I went on today. I was like, oh, I like this person's art, and it was just so chill and it was such a good time. I'm really thinking about that. I just don't know enough about streaming yet, but I do want to do some research and see how I could get into it because I feel like it'd be super fun. My t-shirt design also came out today. I finished it, so that felt really good. It's nice to see a project from beginning to end as well, and I feel really proud of myself. It was like one of my biggest illustration jobs yet, and I hope to do more designs and stuff like that in the future. And I feel very proud of myself that I accomplished this job. This whole month honestly has been a bit challenging just because I've been trying to learn how to balance like a bunch of different things, and I feel like I did a pretty good job because I had like my illustration thing and launched my Patreon for the first time, and I started planning for my shop. So I feel like learning how to put Patreon into all of my regular responsibilities has been quite challenging, but I'm really enjoying myself. Like, I'm having a really good time on Patreon. It's really fun to make my podcast. I just filmed one the other day, and that was really fun to just chat and catch up in more of like a smaller, tight-knit community setting. So yeah, I'm gonna get started painting, and I'll catch you later.
So you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending all this time with me. Please like and subscribe if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to do that, no hard feelings. And yeah, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!